Our
Look,
Earth is
something buried here.
4.5 billion years old. Let that sink in.
What is that thing?
4.5
It's terrifying.
billion. Meanwhile, anatomically modern humans, Homo sapiens, have only been walking around for about 300,000 years. Imagine the entire history of planet Earth compressed into a single 24-hour day. Do you know where we fit in? All of human history, the pyramids, the Roman Empire, the atomic bomb, the internet, all of it happens in the final fraction of the very last second. So, what exactly happened during the other 23 hours and 59 minutes? Mainstream science tells you there was nothing, just some mindless dinosaurs, primitive fish, and giant ferns. But what if they are wrong? What if an apex, hyper-advanced civilization ruled this exact same planet 50 million years ago, built sprawling megacities, triggered their own apocalypse, and died out? By now, every single trace of their existence would have been crushed into dust by the relentless grinding of geology. Today, we're opening the forbidden file on the Silurian Hypothesis, the chilling astrophysical evidence that suggests we are absolutely not the first tenants to rent this planet. From the moment you entered kindergarten, textbooks planted a very specific lie in your brain. It's called human exceptionalism, the arrogant belief that we are the absolute pinnacle of biological evolution, that we are the unique, undisputed masters of the universe, the very first species to split the atom, the first to cure disease, the first to leave the atmosphere. But it is time to smash that arrogance into pieces. Enter the Silurian Hypothesis. This isn't some fringe internet conspiracy. It is a genuine astrophysical thought experiment proposed by scientists at NASA and Cambridge University. They asked a terrifying question. What if planetary history is just a loop? Every few tens of millions of years, a species rises to the top of the food chain. They build a global society. They drain the planet's resources. They trigger an irreversible climate catastrophe. And then they are wiped completely clean from the geological record. Wash, rinse, repeat. You want proof? Let's rewind the clock 55 million years to an event geologists call the PETM, the Paleocene-Eocene thermal maximum. 55 million years ago, the Earth's temperature skyrocketed, the oceans became acidic, and the geological strata from that exact period show a massive, sudden spike in carbon isotopes. Guess what? That carbon signature looks exactly like the chemical footprint of our modern industrial era. Was that just a natural anomaly, a random string of volcanic eruptions? Or are we looking at the toxic exhaust fumes from the factories of an advanced industrial non-human civilization? Skeptics will scream, if they existed, where are their cities? Where are their computers? Where are their bones? Here is the brutal truth about the lifespan of an empire. If humanity vanished tomorrow, nature would erase us with terrifying speed. Within a few thousand years, our greatest skyscrapers would collapse. Within 2 million years, every single piece of glass would dissolve. Our mighty steel bridges would rust into iron oxide powder. Our plastics would be slowly devoured by specialized microbes. Even bones don't last. Fossilization is incredibly rare. It requires a perfect freak accident of nature to preserve a skeleton for millions of years. The absence of fossils does not mean the absence of civilization. It just means the Earth is exceptionally good at hiding the bodies. And yet, sometimes the Earth makes a mistake. Sometimes things slip through the cracks. They are called OOPArts, out-of-place artifacts. We're talking about perfectly machined brass bells found inside lumps of coal dating back 300 million years. We're talking about microscopic nanostructures found in the Ural Mountains that are hundreds of thousands of years old. The mainstream academic elite laughs these off as geological anomalies because admitting what they really are would destroy their entire academic empire. Think about it. We sit around today glowing with pride over our latest iPhones and our self-driving Teslas. We honestly believe we are gods. But 50 million years from now, the only legacy we're leaving behind is a bizarre imbalance in plastic isotopes. Picture this. A highly evolved species of bipedal raccoons digs up a half-decayed, terrifying plastic Barbie doll from the sedimentary rock. They place it in a grand museum, worshiping it as a horrific, mutated fertility god of the ancients. What a magnificent, profound legacy for the great Homo sapiens, right? But here is the dark twist. Why do mainstream scientists and legacy institutions actively voodoo, suppress, and mock the Silurian hypothesis? It's not because the science is wrong. It's because the implication is absolutely terrifying. If they admit that previous advanced civilizations rose, built empires, and then utterly destroyed themselves, they have to admit that the great filter is real. The global elite, the mega corporations, the people who actually run this world, they don't want you to know that our frantic, greed-driven industrial expansion is a ticking countdown clock, a clock identical to the one that hit zero 55 million years ago. They want you to keep in the loop. They want you buying, consuming, paying your taxes, and staying totally blind to the fact that we're walking right off the exact same cliff as the ghosts who lived here before us. They want us to believe human beings are the unique, immortal apex of creation, just so they can keep exploiting this planet without consequence. But here at Forbidden Origins, we refuse to look at history through their heavily censored, sanitized lens. We dig deep into the dirt, past the lies, to see the entire terrifying, beautiful picture. Now, it's your turn. I want to hear your thoughts down in the comments right now. Do you believe humans are the first and only super civilization to ever walk this earth? Or are we just the newest tenants, blindly waiting for the planet to hand us our eviction notice? Drop your theories below. Hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell, and welcome to the family of truth seekers. Until next time, never stop questioning your origins.